Hey, best friend. Hey guys, welcome back or two if you're new to my channel. I'm Marissa. Hey. And today we are going to be doing If You Like This, Then You Love This anime version. Okay, let's get into it. So we'll start off strong. If you like My Hero Academia, young, are we surprised that I brought up that first thing? No. But if you like My Hero, then you'll love Naruto, in my opinion, and vice versa, because I feel like please, I am recovering from the flu. Not too much if I cough or if my voice sounds prepubescent. Okay, so if you like MHA, then you like Naruto. I feel like this makes sense, and vice versa, you know, because they have the same traits almost, you know what I mean? Because MHA is about kids in high school or still in some form of school, and they all have powers. And because they have powers, they're obviously gonna have to fight people that also have powers, but they use those powers for evil. You know what I mean? So, and the adults that also have powers, mind you, are all of a sudden useless when these kids come along, because they're the ones that have to be going into war and fighting battles while the adults hang up their capes. And Naruto is basically the same thing. You have young kids still in school, and they're ninjas, so they have abilities, special abilities, and because of these special abilities, they have to be facing others with the same or similar abilities, but they're trying to kill them. And the adults are useless. And you always have that one teacher, and that is like the least, that's like always there. Like he's not, that's the one adult that's not useless, despite it all. So yeah, and vice versa. If you like Naruto, then you like MHA. Like, give it a try. It's the same tones, but different plots, but same undertone plot. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you like Tokyo Revengers, then you'll love Windbreaker. Windbreaker is becoming my newest obsession. It's becoming another all-time favorite. Like, it's very, very close to being #1 spot for all-time favorite for me. MHA takes that spot right now, obviously. But Windbreaker is so, I feel like season 2 is just gonna seal the deal and make it take #1 spot. Okay, enough of that. But like, Tokyo Revengers is basically like, they're in school, or like they're supposed to be in school, but they're gangsters. Like, they're gang members, you know, like they're basically the mafia, or like otaku. Is that But yeah, so the kid is the gang leader, Mikey, and so he forms his gang, and basically they're just a bunch of teenagers gathered together that know how to fight and know how to shed blood, and in turn know how to bleed. And so they're up against rival gangs, also a bunch of teenagers that are supposed to be in school that know how to fight. And so obviously they're rivaling for like #1 or whatever the case may be. Fact of the matter is, Windbreaker is basically the same thing. Because in Windbreaker, they're gangs, but like I don't think they call themselves a gang. Like I don't remember if they did that. You know what I mean? Because there's still a bunch of high schoolers, except in Windbreaker, their base is the high school. Or like the school. I don't know if it's high school or like college or whatever, but it's still school. And the main character, and Tokyo Revengers main character,
they similar in the sense where,
what am I trying to say? This dude is a badass because he can fight, and he's like aiming to be the strongest of the strong, and his attitude is like, it's giving Katsuki Bakugo. But that's not who we're comparing him to right now. So fact of the matter is, they're basically the same animes, except it's like the undertone. Like the plots are different, but like it's still the same. Because each member in the gang has their own background and backstory and their own fighting style in both animes. And the goal of both of the animes is that they're trying to take down the rival gang. And the reason why I keep doing this over gang is because I don't know if Windbreaker call themselves a gang. Like, I don't know if they're called a gang, but Tokyo Revengers, they're a gang. So yeah, if you like Tokyo Revengers, then you're gonna love Windbreaker, and vice versa. Although Windbreaker is not finished yet. We're still waiting on season 2 this year. So yeah. Windbreaker and Tokyo Revengers they're like so funny. In my opinion, Windbreaker is funnier, while Tokyo Revengers has a more serious, like a more intense aura, you know? But there's a lot of comedic relief in Windbreaker compared to Tokyo Revengers, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of anything that's different between them. Except Tokyo Revengers, it's more future based, because the main character is supposed to be going back in time to like try and fix something that had happened to his loved one, like his girlfriend. Apparently she died, and he's trying to go back in time to try and fix it so that she doesn't die. Windbreaker doesn't have that. It's just a bunch of martial arts, fighting, funny. It's just badass, Windbreaker. Both of them, really. But Tokyo Revengers it has more of a plot to it than Windbreaker, in my opinion. But Windbreaker is also not finished yet, so yeah, that's it for that. If you liked Oharu Ride or Blue Spring Ride, then you'll most likely like From Me to You. Or if you've seen From Me to You, then you'll like Oharu Ride. Like, I feel like it's vice versa. You know what I mean? Because Oharu Ride, right, is my all-time favorite romance anime. Like, I've reread the manga over and over again because I feel like it just needs to be animated, you know? So Oharu Ride is not finished animated wise, but From Me to You is. But in the manga, it's still similar to From Me to You animated, so that's why I still put them in the same category. You get what you get what I mean. Oharu Ride or Blue Spring Ride is about 2 high schoolers. All of this is based in school. Okay, let's just get that. Bottom line, they're all school based. That's majority of what I like to watch. But Oharu Ride is about 2 high schoolers. One of them, the guy, the main male character, and the female main character, they knew each other from Matala time. From like, I think they call it elementary school, middle school. Whatever it is, when they were super young, they still went to the same school. And they kind of had their little run-ins. And then he fell in love. And then she fell in love. And they're still in like a middle school. That's the flashback version. Present time, the guy goes off to another school because of, I don't want to spoil too much, but he goes off to another city because of something that happened in his family-wise. And so he had to leave for like majority of their high school lives. And he comes back around like second, third year of their high school life, like re-enrolls into her school, and they meet up again. She's changed big time. She's her, you know? And he's broody and kind of angsty because something personal had happened. And they try to like reconnect, but they're awkward at first, obviously. Like, who wouldn't be, you know? But the feelings on her end are still very much there and prominent. And the feelings on his end are there, but it's like smatterings. Like, he doesn't know it yet. He doesn't know it. We will know, but he doesn't know it yet. And so basically, to sum it all up, over the course of the anime, so many miscommunication happens to the point where it will piss you off. So many miscommunication, so many outside interruptions from other characters, and so many points in the anime where they could have gotten together and life could have been good, but something always goes wrong. Like, I feel like in the manga, he gets hit by a car. Like, I'm sorry, if that was a spoiler, I'm so sorry, but like, I just had to put that out there. What do you mean, you know? But yeah, that's Oharu Ride. In the end, they did get together. In the manga, of course, because it's not animated anymore. There's no season 2. I digress. But in the manga, if you want to read it after you watch season 1, I feel like everyone always ends up going to the manga after season 1 because it's just that good. You gotta know what happens. But yeah, they get together, they live out their lives, and even when they're together, there's still a bunch of stuff that happens. Not too much though. It ends shortly after that. From me to you now. From me to you is also school, but the guy is like less angsty on the guy's side. He's not as angsty. The girl is who's angsty. Anyways, the guy, I'm so sorry. The guy, the main male character, is like popular, well loved by everyone in the class, by everyone in the school, basically. Outgoing, no problems making friends. He's just that guy, you know? The girl, she has issues. Not issues where it's like her fault, you know? She's innocent. Pure. But it's the outside world. She comes off as this scary, like she doesn't know how to like communicate and socialize. So she comes off as more to herself, and to others it seems like it's on purpose. Like she's like mean or whatever on purpose and cold on purpose. It's not. It's literally just the way she is on the outside. But on the inside, she's such a kind soul. Misunderstood by everyone. And gets punished for it in her high school life. It's not her fault. That's the point. It's angsty, but it's not her fault. Anyways. So, it progresses where he notices that he has feelings for her. Like, he falls first and hard, and then she also falls, but the miscommunication will piss you off. I know it did for me. I almost dropped it so much times because I was like, what do you mean? Why can't you talk to each other? I digress. That's how they're similar. So if you like Oharu Ride and you don't mind going through a more intense whirlpool of miscommunication, then you'll like From Me to You. Because they do get together in the end, and it's fabulous. So yes, give it a watch if you know, vice versa. If you like From Me to You, you like Oharu Ride as well. Next one. If you like Blue Lock, then you'll like Owashi. Well, how do you pronounce this, bro? We're just gonna, you know what I mean. Basically, Blue Lock and Owashi are so similar. Because in Blue Lock, right, the main male character basically everyone in Blue Lock on the team, or like in Blue Lock in general, they're both soccer based. There's high schoolers, like we already got past that. Everything is about high school. So yeah, they're high schoolers. They play soccer. They're good at it. You know, in Blue Lock, everyone has their own little thing. Like it's like a power, but it's more like an ability that's heightened. So the main male character is trying his best to like match up to everyone's heightened abilities, because he does have a heightened ability, but it's more psychological. So everyone else's is more physical, and so he has to catch up in that sense, and he doesn't figure out his ability until like a bit later, like in the middle. So fairly quickly he figures out his ability and tries his best to like accommodate. The difference between Blue Lock and Owashi is that the main male character is trying to accommodate to everybody else, in the sense where he's trying to match up and be better than everybody else, because he's at a disadvantage physical wise, but psychologically, yeah. And then Owashi, the main male character, also has a psychological heightened ability. It's the same thing, spatial awareness. In Blue Lock, it's called spatial awareness. In Owashi, I think it's called, what do they call it? Bird's eye or whatever. It's the same thing. It's spatial awareness. So the main male character in Owashi doesn't figure out that he has this ability until super late. Everybody but him figures out his ability. Cause, you know, so he's super good physically and good at soccer physically. And then his ability like taps in and taps out because he doesn't know how to like control it yet. And so everyone on the team is accommodating, or everyone in general is trying to accommodate to him, you know, because they figure out that he's like special. He has a good ability that's gonna get them some wins, you know. So that's how they're similar. Blue Lock, main male character is trying to adapt and be better than everybody else. It's like an organization. And then Owashi is not organization based. It's more naturally soccer, high school based, but they're still trying to win, obviously. That does not happen until the very last episode. And there's no season 2. There is no season 2 or any talk of season 2 of Owashi. Blue Lock has a season 2 though. So yeah. If you like Blue Lock, then you're gonna like Owashi. And if you like Owashi, then you're gonna like Blue Lock. I hope I'm explaining the song properly. I'm sick. I'm trying to like not sound like a teenage boy. But yeah, so I hope I'm doing a good job. Last and final one, and I hope that it's like, I feel like it's more controversial-ish. But I feel like if you like One Piece, I'm saying like too much. Let me calm down. Everybody needs to take a deep breath. We're back. If you like One Piece, then you'll like Hunter x Hunter. One Piece, Hunter x Hunter. Personally, as you all, or most of you may know, I have not finished One Piece yet. I am not finished with One Piece yet. More on that later. But from what I have watched and what I already know about it, I feel like it's like has the same tones as Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is my second favorite anime of all time. Hunter x Hunter is basically about kids, but like the main character is a child. Both of the main characters are children. Let's just get that out of the way. And they form their own team, right? Like the main character, his goal is, I don't want to spoil it too much, but where One Piece's goal is to find the One Piece, Hunter x Hunter's goal is to, like, the main character's goal is to find someone. He's trying to find somebody. So, in Hunter x Hunter, the main character is super... Is it overpowered? I don't think so. He has great abilities. And the whole thing about Hunter x Hunter is that it's hunters, it's in the name, but they're all hunting for something. You know what I mean? Everyone's goal is different. It's not like a gathered, all-together goal like One Piece is. Everyone's goal in the Hunter x Hunter is that similar. Like, they have their own things that they want to achieve. And in order to achieve this, they have to go through the hunter exams, the hunter process, everything. And it's like a whole journey. They travel all over the world, face all kinds of creatures, and do all sorts of things, discover new people that gets added into the group-ish. And, you know, the goal at the end of the anime, they all spread out and find their goals. One Piece, everyone's goal is to find this treasure. They're all pirates. And, like, you know, they're hunters and then they're pirates. So in One Piece, the main character has everyone has special abilities in One Piece, but like the main character is more heightened, if you will. So his goal is to find the One Piece, and then he adopts everybody else, like convinces them to join his crew, to where they also will go and find the One Piece. And they go through all sorts of things, travel all over the world, face all sorts of creatures, and in time more people will come into the group or whatever, and that's their overall goal. So they're very similar in my opinion, One Piece and Hunter x Hunter. So if you do like one, I feel like you have no problem getting through the other. I hope you can make out what I'm saying because I sound so awful. But Cliff Notes version, or like to sum it all up, they're both undertone of the same plot, but it's not the same plot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So yeah, if you like Hunter x Hunter, then you're gonna like One Piece. And if you like One Piece, maybe you like Hunter x Hunter. I don't know if it's vice versa entirely, because I feel like if you like One Piece, you might think Hunter x Hunter is a bit too trivial. And if you like Hunter x Hunter, you might think One Piece is too much. But that just goes for some people. It might not be for everybody. Check it out. See if you like it. That's all I have for today, guys. Like, yeah, this is my version of If You Like Then You Love anime version. Maybe there are some more out there. I've seen a lot of animes. I couldn't even remember some of them right now. But those just came to my mind of similar but different. Like same difference, you know what I mean? So yeah. Check them out. If you see something that I've mentioned that you might be interested in, it doesn't hurt to give it a shot, because I can vouch for every one of the animes that I mentioned today. They're all super good, super entertaining. If you haven't seen any of them, close your eyes and pick one and just watch it. And if you've seen all of them, me too, bestie. Minus One Piece, which, let me address that right now. Thank you guys for the comments on my last video. I loved each and every one of them. I loved reading it. I loved hearing y'all's thoughts on One Piece and how y'all think that I should give it another shot at One Piece, because it gets better and more entertaining and makes sense in the end. I've taken all that into consideration and I decided that you are correct. I am going to give One Piece another shot. I'm going to pick up where I left off and try and push through. But it might not be anytime soon because I am in college. So yes, I have to deal with college first and assignments and exams and everything before I can get into One Piece, because that's an anime that you gotta be locked in on. For real, for real. But I just want y'all to know that I will be picking up One Piece again. And I'll be making videos of my progress along the way, giving my thoughts sometime soon in the future. So yeah, maybe when school goes off on break. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found a new anime here, congratulations. If you're not an anime person, thank you for watching anyways. And if you're an anime fanatic like me and you have seen all of what I've mentioned, slay. Okay, bye.